Imagine this. A passenger on a Kenya Airways flight develops a severe hypersensitive crisis at 40,000 feet. The situation is life-threatening, and the crew frantically asks if there's a doctor on board. Now picture this flight also carrying Kenya's current Health CS Aden Duale. What decision would he make? Could he intervene with medical skill, or would he, like most passengers, be powerless? This isn't a far-fetched question. It is about how Kenya appoints its cabinet. The health docket has rotated through three very different leaders in just 3 years. Wafula, Deborah Mulongo Barasa, and now Aden Duale. Their contrasting backgrounds tell the story of how political loyalty often outweighs professional expertise.
Being friends with Aden Duale is not easy. He's a very difficult man. Because whatever he believes in, he believes in.
The debate sharpened after a real event abroad. On September 14th, 2025, during a Moscow to Hanoi flight, Russia's health minister Mikhail Murashko leaped into action when a passenger collapsed from a hypersensitive emergency. A trained cardiologist, Murashko treated and stabilized the man until the plane landed safely. The video went viral worldwide. For Russia, it was a reminder of why expertise matters. For Kenya, it was a mirror reflecting an uncomfortable truth. Wafula, 2022 to 2024, she was not a clinician. Her strengths lay in procurement and management, but her medical background was limited, and even her pharmacy credentials faced scrutiny. Critics questioned whether she was fit to lead a ministry central to clinical policy. Deborah Mulongo Barasa, August 2024 to April 2025, a completely different profile. Barasa is a consultant, internist, and infectious diseases expert. Before her cabinet role, she worked as an infectious diseases consultant with the World Health Organization in Nairobi. Her tenure at the Ministry of Health was short, just 8 months, before she was reassigned to the Environment, Climate Change and Forestry docket to make way for political realignment. But in her case, had she been on that Kenya Airways flight, her expertise meant she could realistically have intervened, just like Murashko. Aden Duale, since April 2025.
Kama Kibaki alipewa 10, Uhuru alipewa 10, Mkenya mwingine atapewa 10 yake.
The current Health CS is a seasoned politician and administrator, but not a medical professional. His appointment was widely read as a move to balance political interests, not to strengthen the ministry's technical leadership. Duale's political skills are not in doubt, but in a medical emergency, expertise is. This timeline captures Kenya's challenge. Sometimes you get a technically qualified CS, sometimes you don't. It all depends on political convenience.
Many of you, the people I speak to, don't even know what is going on in your ministries or departments. You have very scanty information. The moment I know more than you in your ministry, then you must begin to understand that something is very wrong.
Switching to ICT, the current cabinet secretary is William Kabogo since January 2025. His appointment came amid high expectations for Kenya's digital future, but also among criticism and mockery. Kabogo is arguably one of the most mocked CSs in Kenya. Netizens have poked at his grasp of ICT terminology. Memes emerged with fictional dialogues like, quote, "ICT guy, you can use Chrome to browse. Kabogo, no Chrome, give me Muratina. Muratina is a traditional brew." Critics also question whether being a former governor and having administrative experiences is enough to manage a highly technical docket like the ICT and digital economy, especially with issues such as data privacy, cybersecurity, regulation of digital platforms, and emerging tech like AI. Kabogo's own response has been to take it in stride. He has said publicly that he is enjoying the memes and that if if no one laughs at you, you should be worried. You see, what matters here is public expectation. In a field like ICT, for example, symbolic things, fashion memes get amplified. But so do questions about competence. And young, tech-savvy Kenyans expect more than just a political leadership. They expect literacy in digital issues. Just like in health's docket, this is repetitive all over the cabinet. Kenya consistently appoints lawyers like Ezekiel Mashogu and now Julius Migos Ogamba as education CS, both skilled in law, but neither with classroom or pedagogical experience. How do you fix chronic teacher training, curriculum overload, STEM underperformance, or digital learning without someone who has taught or has first-hand experience? Japan's model, MEXT, leaning on research and educational credentials, shows contrasting outcomes. Japan offers a model, political leadership married with technical or expert bureaucracies. Ministers may be political, but policy is underpinned by domain knowledge, data, and expert advice. Kenya's pattern of fluctuating between technical and political appointments, sometimes for optics, sometimes for balance, weakens consistency and capacity. And this has described President William Ruto's administration.
Tutafautishe SHA na NHIF. NHIF tuko na bill ya 30 billion. Lakini tumesema we must verify those bills. If they confirm that the 30 billion is verified, we as a government will pay. But you must go through verification.
Why then don't you come back to Parliament, tell us this money is not possible, tell the parents how they are going to address this issue of shortage, because schools cannot run with that 16,000.
And by the way, let us not live a lie. If you take all the children in Kenya who are in high school, senior secondary school, if you take all of them and divide with our budget, which we give them, it is less than 22,000 shillings. That is what I'm saying. We don't have the capacity as at now to finance free primary, free secondary.
Murashko's rescue wasn't luck, it was expertise in action. In Kenya, the shifts from Wafula to Barasa to Duale, from Owalo to Kabogo in ICT, from lawyer CSS in education, all make you ask, who are we preparing to lead? In a real crisis at 40,000 feet, would our leaders have the skills to act, or would they be exposed by a lack of domain knowledge? Until Kenya prioritizes expertise alongside political balance, the answer may be revealed only when it is too late. What do you think? Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.